And we're live! What's happening, Crypto Farm? Welcome back to the Love for Crypto show. Live. Happy Tuesday. We're still on Tuesday, aren't we? Still Tuesday. I'm Scott. It's a pleasure to have you here. Thank you for tuning in. If you're not tuning in during the live stream, still a pleasure to have you here. Thank you from the past. To everyone in the stream, welcome. Hey, Boo. Nice to see you, Edward. Welcome. Worthless Fiat. What up? Not much, mate. Not much. I just want to talk about something I missed. I missed it. It's only out a few days ago, but I missed the boat. A couple of days because I was had a weekend off, didn't I? I had a relaxing weekend. But before we get to that, when are we making the website, guys? Let's get our heads together. Let's make a website that aggregates some prices and that, and then see where we go. Have you seen this? Bitcoin and crypto world rocked. Let's say rocked. Slightly surprised. An estimated $400 million Binance bid for CoinMarketCap. Oh, that is a lot of money for the website, bro. That is a lot of money for a website. That's all it is code on a site. So when you think about Tipbot getting Vietsvindernet's RPL Labs 20 million, and you think, wow, little bit of code got them 20 million. Well, a website. Again, check the sources, make sure it's legit. I don't know. It's a report of a bid. Don't say confirmation. Don't say bid accepted. Don't say deal gone through. Don't really want to waste too much time on reading that. Go and have a look at yourself if you want. I'm drop the link in the description. I'm just try to stay all about the positivity these days, boo boo. I've got my charms on, blocking out the negativity. My little blessed charms. Crypto Hutch, Operation XRP, Dave English, Hanad Haji, sorry, hello. Malache. I can't say some people's names. I'm sorry if I butcher your name, and yeah, I'm sorry. So let's get cracking on this today, because there's another massive step in it. You know, when we talk about Zum, and Zum being like the new payment system and a new app for a new kind of payment system. Granted, it's not got an ILP API and all that attached to it yet, and it's just starting off as an app with simple IOUs, escrows, point of sale service, but it will evolve and it will grow. But shout out to XRP, Crypto Wolf, over the weekend while I was busy recuperating, making wizard staffs and that, you know, just doing stuff that keeps me happy, basically. I missed this. So, again, shout out XRP Crypto Wolf for dropping this little cheeky bomb, because this is massive. And people don't understand how big this actually is. When we talk about Zum and other apps becoming an app, or possibly becoming an app and platform to trade multiple assets across, it's not going to have to become it. You know, people like Vietsvinder building on the XRPL, and they're leaning on the XRPL DEX exchange. They're leaning on other exchanges for trust lines and stuff. There's no reason for Zum to become the app I'm thinking of and I'm envisioning that's going to be able to trade anything of value. The next generation platform. The platform built for an internet of value. So Ripple teases. They didn't even tease. You just whacked out a job application, but it's in the application. Now, this is just a story. There's no point in reading all that. This is a new job opening at Ripple is revealing the company's ambitions to build a trading platform connected to its XRP-powered cross-border payment solution on-demand liquidity. Ripple says it's looking to hire an engineering manager. Ripple don't say it's looking. They are looking. That's just like the terminology straight away there. Ripple says it's looking. You found this, mate, and put it, did a thing about it. That's basically what's gone on. The job listing is this. They've seen this. So, engineering manager for on-demand liquidity at Ripple, San Francisco. So it goes on. Ripple is the world's only enterprise blockchain solution for global payments. Today, the world sends more than 155 trillion across borders, yet the underlying infrastructure is dated and flawed. Blah, 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 we all know who Ripple is. On-demand liquidity is a product that leverages digital assets and blockchain technology to improve cost and transparency across border payments. This highly strategic product for Ripple is powered by superior speed, low transaction cost, and scalability of the digital asset XRP. We're looking for an engineering manager to lead and shape the team responsible for the ODL customer experience, integration into our next generation trading platform, and to be a critical part of defining the future trajectory of on-demand liquidity and RippleNet. That word had me then. Trajectory. So what will this guy do at Ripple? Who is it? What they're going to do? They're going to drive the roadmap and priorities for the ODL engineering team and work with all dependencies across the company to create a shared vision. They're going to support the engineering team in achieving a high level of technical excellence and stability. They're going to manage and create processes to enable the team to do its most efficient and best work. They're going to recruit great engineers in collaboration with Ripple's current recruiting team. And they're going to develop those engineers on the team, helping them grow and advance their careers. What are they looking for? They're looking for a person who's managed teams that shipped and operated critical infrastructure, as you will have significant responsibility over funds and digital assets that facilitate payments through RippleNet. Intellectual curiosity. You love to dig into how things work and understand how to improve and scale. I mean, are they talking about David Schwartz? I don't. Is this just David Schwartz's CV, bro? Like, he's answered all the questions up to now, I think. You were still hands-on and love to spend at least 50% of your time coding, performing code reviews, and architecture design reviews. You thrive on autonomy and responsibility. Is a big one. 8 plus years of hands-on software development experience on large-scale distributed systems, and 3+ years managing high-performance engineering teams. Preferred a good understanding of Java, Spring, microservice architecture, integrating into internal and third-party services, and then what they offer regarding the pay and the medical and the 401k, and a little bit more about who they are. Let's apply for the job. Okay, let's go in. But hey, serious note, that's the job. Apply now. Ripple job at Ripple, San Francisco, for on-demand liquidity manager to build a trading platform for the future. So, what up? Operation XRP. Crypto Watch, Dave English. Steve, evening. Good evening. Paying that much money for CoinMarketCap must mean they're expecting a lot of traffic. I'm seriously, for that much money for a website. It's okay, Scott. Good evening. Sir, good evening. Hello there. I've been back in work today. Lovely. No travelling for me. But you're not travelling at all now, Boo. Tiff and Nick have lost it. Ripple to get a compliance officer. Tiff's just is what it is. Like people who entitled to the opinion said that the other day. It's just is what it is. I suppose it is what it is, mate. The platform, right? Next generation trading platform connected. Excuse me. A Ripple actually going to set the ball rolling in writing some different contracts, putting different smart contracts of value on a new next generation trading platform where anything can be traded for anything else. And I'm talking where you've got gold paired with diamond, you've got oil paired with sugar. Like, I know they're generic examples, but the commodities, and they'll always have value. So yeah, it's interesting how this platform is actually going to develop. Let's just check. There's nothing recently on Ripple Insights about this. I don't think there will be. I think everyone's picked this up from this job application. I think that's where it's been picked up. I don't think Ripple came out and actually said anything. I think they're just looking. So drives innovation. Yeah, it's all from before that date. Anyway, what was that? 1/20. What was that posted? Don't give you the date it was posted. When was that posted? 29th, 28th. 28th. Nothing since. News. Let's try news. Nope. I mean, did everyone see this video?
So my name is Artit Siamporn. I work for Siam Commercial Bank as the SVP of Business Platform. Siam Commercial Bank is the first bank in Thailand and the largest bank here in terms of total asset. Previously, when our customer would like to transfer the money to their family and friends abroad, it was very inconvenient. They have to visit our branch, they need to fill in lots of forms, they need to wait probably 3 to 5 days in order for their friends and family to receive the money. And they have no clarity at all whether they already received the money or not. With RippleNet, we can offer a real-time money transfer to those countries. We will have full clarity once the beneficiary already received the money. It will be a notification through their mobile app, which they will receive right away. And this creates lots of peace of mind and change the customer experience completely. Partnering with Ripple, we can expand our reach through remittance companies around the world. So now we're working with one of our partners to create something new in the market. Imagine if you are a tourist that you will come to Thailand and you can use your home country mobile application and scan for payment in Thailand. You don't have to exchange for local currency that you will bring to Thailand at all. You can use your mobile app, acting like you're living in your home country, scan for QR payment, and you receive the goods right away. This creates a new customer experience that never had before. And with the partnership with Ripple, we can do this and we can provide this service to our customers.
So with a partnership with Ripple and remittance companies, they're expanding basically the beginnings of the Internet of Value in the same way that Revolut are letting you spend your local currency no matter where you are. These apps that these are building here now are going to let you spend any currency in any country, and it's going to flip it to the currency that the retailer wants or the business wants. The consumer's just going to be able to throw whatever currency they want at that consumer, and it's going to flip on the way there in seconds. We all know there's only one thing it can be using. I'm sick of people try to debate it now. Yes, there is a debate for future competition, but the standard has been set, baby. It's done. It's done. It's being built. And not only is that kind of thing being built, that's just currency, mate. What happens when this is built? And that guy's on here talking about being able to go in a shop in Thailand and buy something with gold. Or buy something with your sugar. Or your diamond smart contract. Or your Fortnite skin off Xbox and PlayStation. This is the start, guys, and everyone's so fixated on the... Well, not everyone, generalising. Most people fixating on the price. When moon, when this, when that, or the current state of the markets, or the current situation with their lives dragging them down, and everyone's like, whoa. Instead of thinking like, fucking hell, it's happening. It's happening. Regardless of price. Regardless of total volume. It's happening. Finally, little bits of information of actual internet of value being built, and don't let anyone turn around and say, well, it's nothing though, is it? Well, yeah, we'll see if Zoom is nothing in a few years, mate. We'll see if what this guy here is talking about is nothing to anyone travelling to Thailand in a few years, or anyone signed up for it. See, what people don't realise is you've got people now who refuse to use PayPal, and you've got people who swear by PayPal. Now you're going to have to be able to get PayPal to send some money to Apple Pay's accounts or to Microsoft accounts, because there's always going to be people who won't use PayPal. I hate PayPal. It's all about the interoperability, being it like he said. It's happening. It's being built, baby. Yes, Notorious. Notorious XRP in the comments has a premiere tonight. When I saw it before, it said 4 hours. I'm guessing that was about an hour ago, so I'm guessing his premiere's in about 3 hours. If you're not busy, get on it, mate. Get on it. Notorious premiere tonight, baby. Woo! What do you think of Binance said, mate? I covered it right at the beginning. I'm like, well, when we're making a website, mate, like, let's get on it. What we doing? Let's get Adobe Muse up. Start making a website. No, don't actually open Muse. Go away. I could build websites on Muse. So let's build, like, can someone make an aggregator that we can implement into Muse as a widget? You write the HTML code, mate, and we're good to go. We're good to go. We'll make our own. Where, what's it doing to me? Go away, Muse. Oh, there's the website still there. There's the website I made. Well, what you doing? Oh, it's because it's a beast of a site. Love for website. Version 2, mate. It's all it ever got to. I took it down. And it fucking started stinging me for hosting, mate. God, it cost a lot to put that up. People don't realise that. It's a shame, really, because this site was this site here, these pages were the info on desktop. Was these were proper. These had every single PDF we had on them. I mean, most of them are on LinkedIn now. But look, Bank of England RTGS upgrades. These was on here from early 2018, 2013, 2014. Oh my days, 2014. So it's in order. So like we get to 2015, Interledger, Hyperledger. The Economist. I forgot about all this, you know. Yeah, but it's not happening though, is it? It's not happening, no. All the Bitcoiners and that. It's not happening. Oh, it's not like all these documents. It's not like there's all these documents everywhere. Jesus, wet, mate. That's just one page. Just page 1. There's another page of it, mate. There's another page. There's a load more. Oh, Bank of England again, staff work 2008. It's still only on 2018 at page 2. You're joking. Saying that, they don't think there's one 2019 document on here. So everything from 2019 onwards wasn't put on it. This is all we really got to. And everything else I didn't really keep... Well, it's not that I've not kept track of it. It's how much you keep digging. You don't really need to, do you? And once you've seen all this, you've seen it all. Wow, forgot that was... I'm actually pleased that's there. That means I can just host that website again whenever I want. That's very interesting. But yeah, I built that on my own. Pretty proud of that. Must say. to the point, sorry, excuse me, 400 million for the website is absolutely unbelievable. And the deal is said to be in the final stages. Looks set to see Malta-based Binance pay as much as 400 million US dollars for US-based coin market cap, according to Bitcoin and crypto news analysis website The Block, which broke the news. Right, so if you didn't break the news, let's go to the person who did, mate. Sorry about that, Forbes. Shove it. So these guys broke the news. Shut up, Adobe. Get paid next week, mate. That's Adobe. Every time you open Adobe, screams at me. I know. You seen the in recession, mate? Get your money when I get it. Get your money when I need to make another video. Binance is in the final stages of talks to acquire CoinMarketCap. The Block has learned the crypto exchange is looking to pay as much as 400 million for the deal. And people familiar with the matter told The Block Binance is in its final stage of talks to acquire CoinMarketCap. The crypto exchange is just repeating itself, man. The cash and stock deal is expected to be announced this week. Expected to be announced. What the fuck are you announcing it for then? Expected to be announced this week. When completed, it would make it one of the largest acquisitions in the crypto space. Would it not make it? Saying that YouTube sold for billions, didn't it? Facebook. Yeah, it won't be it'd be one of the most. Surely it's one of the most expensive websites ever if it's going for $400 million. Other terms of the deal remain unclear. The Block has reached out to both Binance and CoinMarketCap for comments and will update the story should we hear back. Just earlier this year, Binance CEO said that there are 2 acquisitions in the pipeline that he's very excited about, and these are major. Mate, take your adverts and shove it, mate. There it is, no thanks. Forgot where it was now. Significant impact, CZ said at the time the CoinMarketCap deal could be one of those 2 deals. It's worth noting that CoinMarketCap has not raised any external... let's have a look at this. It's worth noting that CoinMarketCap has not raised any external funding to date and is entirely bootstrapped. We don't plan to raise any funds soon. We're still continuing bootstrapping and scaling at this point. I'm pretty sure they got adverts. CoinMarketCap got adverts. Because I bet the tracking there, son. Some of that traffic. Yeah, boom, there you go. Place your business on the front page. Well, there's an advert for an advert. No one actually bought the space. Chrome adverts there. World Markets adverts. So all these here now, and anyone clicking them, they're paying for them. It's Google AdWords. So they might not be raising any money, but they're earning some. Well, they've not raised any external funding. Well, because they've not done a flaming GoFundMe. Jesus. It's the most popular crypto data aggregator drawing. I mean, there's only CoinMarketCap and CoinWatch Live in there. They're the only 2 I really know of. So it's 50-50 there. Shut up, Adobe. On the other hand, right, CoinMarketCap, the most popular aggregator, 207 million visitors in the last 6 months. Binance, on the other hand, 130 million visitors in the last 6 months. It's all about the traffic. They want the traffic. I'd expect Binance to flood it with ads. But don't really know. You gotta be just going for the... What else you gaining off CoinMarketCap except for traffic? You're not gaining anything, are you? You're not gaining absolutely anything at all off them, but a bit of traffic. So I had Dareem about that 10 to 20 years for XRP. I believe 10 to 20 years for true maturity. Like if you was in 1995 now, talking about true maturity of the internet. And we're 5 years away from it. True maturity, so social media fully getting embedded in our lives, not going anywhere. If you imagine like 2005, or even 2010, you could have argued that social media wasn't here to stay. You could have argued that, oh no, they'll never last then. You know, MySpace didn't last, why would Facebook? You know, who wants a YouTube? Who wants to watch some Muppet on YouTube in his bedroom waffle like a madman? People couldn't see the vision, and people can't see the vision now, or some people can't see the vision now with the Internet of Value and what's happening with the distributed ledger technology space. But yeah, you're not wrong, mate. In 10 to 20 years' time, we will be sat here like, oh, we saw some maturity, and we will have seen some apps and dApps and God knows what be built on top of whatever's being built on top of this, and next generation trading platforms, mate. I can't wait to hear what comes out of this. And I don't think we're going to hear anything, until they've actually hired the guy, comes out and makes a statement, and is then actually knows what's going to be going on and what he's actually doing. Because I honestly think this is building a multi-asset exchange now. It's building a multi-asset exchange that's governed by smart contracts for the actual ownership of the asset, not just a contract for difference against it or betting against it, or they're holding it for you. It's just legitimately going to be a trading a future. It's in it. There's no other thing you can call it. I'm trying to think of another name for it. Like future, it's the trading platform of the future, or the next generation trading platform. There's no better way of saying it than they've already said it. So, just another massive step in the right direction towards a true stable IOV, where we can flip any asset, pay for anything with anything. Massive block in the wall. That is big. Oh, thanks, Midas man. I've only just noticed that. Thank you very much. And Notorious. Well, I'm on the ball me tonight, am I? Not on the ball tonight, lad. I got too fixated in what was going on the screen. Rising Green. Bitcoin's got an 8-page white paper, mate. It's all about that white paper. Yeah, that's a good point, though, of all the noobs flooding a CoinMarketCap just to get prices and that. Oh, where do I go for that? Right, let me have a little gander at this. If we just put Bitcoin price. CoinDesk, Cointelegraph, CoinDesk, Coinbase, Cointelegraph. I'm actually extremely surprised that CoinMarketCap is not one of the top searches on Bitcoin price. Now, cryptocurrency prices, it's got to be there, surely. Plus 500 paid ad at the top. Google Play paid ad. Coinbase, CoinMarketCap. So it's the second natural search behind Coinbase and behind 2 paid ads on the Google page. So yeah, if you search cryptocurrency prices, which a lot of people are going to be doing, you're going to see CoinMarketCap. It's it's very, very interesting. Yes, Scott Kemp works on websites daily. Nice. I wanted to do it when I was like 16. I wanted to do multimedia design. I wanted to do website design. I wanted to create videos. I wanted to do some graphic design. I wanted to try it all. I wanted to learn Adobe on an Apple Mac. Apple Macs had only just really come out here in our schools and that. And I wanted to go to college and do all that. And college was like, yo, you ain't smart enough for this, mate. School failed you. You didn't get your C's. So, get down the road and get your hands dirty, lad, because you ain't going to cut the mustard here, Scott. It's not going to happen. But yeah, 20 years later, thanks to the internet, I've got Adobe on my machine. I make videos, I create. I've built a website myself from scratch. Granted, I didn't code it. I built it on Adobe Muse with widgets, but I still did it myself with no help from the schooling system who said I wasn't smart enough to do it. So bless me. Yes, Pepe Trader, the fourth industrial revolution, baby, or as I like to call it, the first true digital revolution. The first true digital revolution. What do we think about Bab Backs? I think Bab messed up a little bit in not delivering the app they promised for all that time. They promised an app where you could swap money, you could swap backs with your friends, and you could swap backs with people in the street over the phone, and you could swap currencies through the app. Whether you were stood in front of the person or you wasn't stood in front of the person, to the other end of the world or to the guy next to you. And now it's basically GoFundMe on Bab's blockchain. So, yeah, I don't really understand where they went with it. We still hold backs, still holding out for the price increase in backs. It's an investment at the end of the day, so it's either going to go up or down. And we made the investment and we made the bed and we're lying in it. It's as simple as that. Regardless where it goes, people get too caught up in losing. Everyone's always said, "Oh, don't overinvest yourself." Now it's one thing to end up in tough times and have to start selling a little bit to pay some bills. I think we've all had to do that over the last 12 months, and hopefully not that many people have to do it moving forward. But with the state of the market, you won't bet against it happening for some people. But ideally, you want to just throw your money in and leave it in for years, and that's the attitude I try and take with it, especially with investments like Backs, which was a good 5 to 10 year hold. Anyway, I wasn't planning on doing anything with them till 2025, to be honest with you. Do you keep all your XRP on one ledger, or do you have it split about? Where you, Scott? Where you, Scott? Fucking over my shut. Try to get in the ledger pots, mate. Try to get in the ledger pots. Got a few. I mean, I'm not like gonna go too overboard. Get them all. Oh shit! Where's that? There it is. Oh, I lost one there. I've got 2 nanos. S, a Nano X, like the Bluetooth one. I've got a few of them. Got some's on Bitrue, mate. I've got the Ellie Pals. I've got 2 of them. I've got the Safe Wallet as well. Safe Pal. What are very very kind Lorna got us, boo boo. Got the Safe Pal wallet. There's another Ellie Pal down here somewhere. This ain't got anything on it yet though. Sorry if I come too far away from the mic and you couldn't hear me again. But there's another Ellie Pal here. I've not even got anything on that yet, but we've got them as well. We've got wallets coming out of our fucking ears, mate. And yeah, there's XRP on all of them, so no one's robbing shit. So yeah. To answer your question, yeah, we keep it dashed about, and all the wallets are good. It becomes a personal choice whether you want a specific one or not. They're basically, like I say, that's not even got anything on it. It's basically just a little asset that we keep about now. Probably sell it in, I'll give it my nephew or something, 20, 30 years, like one of the very first crypto wallets about, do you know what I mean? Like, one of the very first with an LCD screen that link, because that links directly to your phone. So the Alipal, it's the one DM Logic lost his rack with. That one, not the newer one. The newer one's well better. But this one, you get the app open on your phone, and then you're sending the crypto through your phone and making transactions through your phone. And this bad boy here has got a camera on the back. It's a scanner to scan the app and confirm the transaction. That opens that's your key. This is your key. But then if you have that without the app, don't work. And if you have the app without this, don't work. Good little wallet. They really, really are when you can work it out. But like I say, the second one, the new one, that's Model 1. That's the Titan. The Titan is a good wallet. It really is good. And if you want one where you need the security of needing 2 devices, which is no different, I might add, than the Bluetooth Ledger, when that connects to a phone, that connects to the phone, and then you have the buttons, left and right buttons that you have to push and to confirm the transaction. It's no different really from that LE-PAL to the Bluetooth Ledger. So yeah, we have a bit of spread about. Just thought I'd show you a few of them. I don't know why I got all them out then. I just got on out. Yeah, I would usually agree with you there, Boo. Don't leave them all in the same place. I mean, it don't take a rocket scientist to know they want hard for me to all grab. But I've also got my bushcraft knives at my door, so try and come in my bedroom, mate. See what happens. Adder Wallet's locked till April. Seriously? Adder Wallet's locked till April. What's that all about? Adder Wallet's locked for 5 hours 15 minutes, guys. For 5 hours 15 minutes, gonna have an Adder Wallet lockdown. It's April in 6 hours, bro. Like legit. Well, it's April in Japan. So the wallets are open in Japan? Like, seriously, isn't it? It's April in Japan, mate. They're in the future. That's one for Love for Media Deep Talk and start having it that. They're living in the future, I'm in the present, America's in the past. Who's truly in the present? The ones in the future who are living it first. Are they in that? They're in that day first. They're in the future, time-wise. So they're actually in the real present, and everyone else is just living in the past. Of their past, but our present. Timelines are... mate. Thoughts on Exodus? Oh, Gods Amongst Us. I think Immortals was better, but do you know what, mate? Not many thoughts, mate. Did we have one? I feel like they sent us one. I feel like we got sent. I feel like we did something on this a while back. Do you know what? Let me just Google something. Excuse me. Hit me. Do you know what? It's ringing bells, Exodus. Like I was gonna do a video on it and I didn't. 100 plus crypto. Let me drag this here. 100 plus crypto assets. It's time to own your own crypto. Send, receive, exchange cryptocurrency with these and the world's leading desktop, mobile, and hardware wallets. Interesting. So they do desktop, mobile, and hardware. Get Exodus now. One hardware wallet. Products. Desktop, mobile. It's Trezor. Trezor. Exodus plus Trezor. So Trezor is just another ledger. For anyone who don't know, I know most people watching me are just going to know, so I'm basically wasting my time saying this, but there it is, a little Trezor there, basically. Just the same as a Ledger, but a different company are making it. Almost exactly the same. Download the wallet to your desktop. It's gonna be the same as most, innit? With a partnership with Trezor, I'd like to trust them more than I would some others that haven't got the hardware device. You have to trust the ones with the hardware device over the ones without. But again, someone would trust an exchange more, because if the exchange gets hacked, robbed, or loses your crypto, they're gonna pay you back. There's only been a few that have actually got off with people's money. I mean, I used to use LBX like over a year ago, and now they've bounced. Probably go back in the videos of mine for early 2018 and see me saying I bought XRP on LBX. I probably did, because I did. But I went to more trusted ones, like Wirex. Wirex going to do an exit scam next year. How the fuck am I supposed to know? I don't know. It highly surprised me. And I want to know what's going on with the FSC and the FCS and all that down with LBX. I want to know what's happening. Like, surely they're not getting away with what happens. The banks look at what the banks are causing. People still trust the banks. They're always gonna trust a Binance or a BitTrue or someone else to hold it for them, rather than go through all this bish bash bosh on their own. It's just not simple. It's not convenient enough yet. It's not convenient. Now, don't get me wrong. These hardware wallets and with the LCD screens and stuff like that, they're getting more convenient. Don't get me wrong, but it's still too scary and too much for some people. They're just like, no, let's use my banking app. Don't care. Oh, where's the shed to film the vids in? It's in the back garden. It's not a shed. It's a summer house, mate. Shed's for storage. Summer house is for chilling. It's a shed that you're chilling. Then it's not a shed. It's do you know what? Right, let's get the Oxford. We're doing it, mate. We're gonna have it here now. Oxford dick. We're having it out, mate. No. That's not gonna work. Dictionary. So we'll put shed in. And it was like shedding the sheep. It's telling me to take something off, which is clearly not the shed we want. So I had to put garden shed. Put the garden shed. We know Oxford Dictionary's not come up for some reason. Mustn't like shed. Thought we were shedding sheep. A simple roof structure used for garden storage, to shelter animals, or as a workshop. It's not what I use it for. It's a summer house. So what's the summer house definition? Sorry for people who came here for crypto and have walked into some summer house BS. But we're doing this. I need to know the definitions for next time this comes. For next time I'm in it. Oh, look at that there, mate. It's a shed with windows, mate. Summer house. And that is from the Oxford. We'll have some of that. So we'll have less of this shed talk. We'll have less of this shed talk, Scott. Right? And more summer house talk. What, Boo? Your banks have been cancelling your transactions. Wow. SPO, BitPay? Question mark. Is it a trusted exchange? I don't know, mate. I don't know. DYOR. Do your own research on that. No one can tell you who to use, mate. All they can tell you is who they use. I use Wirex, Binance, BitTrue. Got Zoom now. Pretty much all I use these days. I've got my Ether wallet for the few ERC20 tokens and stuff. That's where the backs are. Again, through the ledger. So we've got stuff. You got to trust who you can trust, mate. No one can tell you who to trust. The only thing they can tell you is who they trust, and then you can go and make your own mind up. I used to buy Coinbase, don't anymore. Is it still expensive? Yeah. I'm not about all them big fees. Not about all them. Sorry, Scott. Thank you. Got some crypto on Coinbase and bought a ledger to store it, but don't know how to transfer it. From let me don't lose that. I got some crypto on Coinbase and bought a ledger to store it, but don't know how to transfer it. Have you seen we don't play that. We don't play that. We don't. Have you set your ledger up? Wyatt, have you set your ledger up, mate? Like, have you activated it and wrote down the restore words? Cheese me, get in the go to Beatsvin's Twitter in the community and drop a question and see if they can work whatever bugs you're experiencing out. But yeah, oh, he's nearly gone. Wyatt, you want the Ledger Live app? You want the Ledger Live app and activate your Ledger, obviously. Go to the Ledger Live app, receive. You'll have a address. Copy that address. Go to Coinbase, send. Enter the address on the Ledger. Because it's a direct address, it won't have a tag. Just be the address. No tag required. You only need a tag when it's going to an exchange that holds you in a pool. So the address will hold up to millions of XRP at times, hundreds of thousands, and it pools it for everyone. And then your tag is so the exchange knows your personal amount of that pool. So yeah, get yourself Ledger Live, lad. Get the Ledger set up. If you have any problems, like it's been pointed out in the comments, there's plenty of videos online showing you how to do it. I mean, I'm pretty sure I've done a few of them. I've done a few. From the normal ledgers to the Bluetooth one, I did the Bluetooth with about 3 cameras set up. It was an absolute nightmare, but we got there. Ooh, Gary Senior, a Wirex price is lower than exchanges. I'd have to say I doubt it. And I also have to say I don't know. Because I don't know. I don't off-ramp. Now, I also don't know what do you mean on-ramp fee for buying crypto or selling crypto back in to pounds, because I don't off-ramp. If I ever have to sell a bit, and I have, I've had to sell some to pay some bills and stuff, but if I have to do it, it's done through Wirex, and yeah, it's not nice when you're getting the fees back that way, and it's a bit too much of a ball ache to pull it off exchanges. Unless someone knows of an exchange that offers me instant to my bank 2 hours, you usually have to wait in days, SEPA payments and stuff like that. Within an industry in space that's dealing with rapid payments, and they can't even implement it into some of the major exchanges. Absolutely ridiculous. I'm hoping Zum grows a little bit and becomes that for me personally, not just on IOUs but actual currency swaps. You don't like how you just unplugged the Ledger? Yes. Why is that rising? You don't like the... I don't... You mean like once you unplug it, it's just off, it's gone? Like, I don't mind that. Because like, if you need to get easier to use, don't get me wrong. It is a bit hard, but you're talking about actually giving people control of their own value for the first time ever. It's never happened on a digital app. It's never happened digitally. They started selling vaults at one point, big ass steel vaults for people to hold their own gold and stuff, so it didn't get robbed easily. These are the digital crypto vaults, the digital vaults, and until a better way is made, I think we're stuck with them. We need cryptographic mobile phone encryption through biometrics and voice. And then the phone is good enough without a second device. At the moment, the phone's a little bit too vulnerable without these devices. The PC's a bit too vulnerable without a ledger device. Your laptop in a cafe is too vulnerable without the ledger device. I mean, Jesus, it's vulnerable with the ledger device when you're on open networks in cafes. Never, ever go into your main ledger in a cafe. The only time you should be opening your main ledger, where the most of your value is at home on your private network. Don't open that in public networks. Don't do it. Don't care how good they say the chip inside it is. You're on the network, going live with your account. There could be a hacker 3 tables over that's mirroring your computer and doing God knows that you don't know about. It's giving you a smoke screen and you think you're doing what you're doing, and he's just giving you a load of BS and he's actually taking all your crypto. So yeah, I think we need like cryptographic mobile phones with cryptographic encryptions and biometric unlocking, yeah, with voice. And the voice needs to get a little bit better as well, because like when I first got, I don't know whether it was my S8 or my S10. I think it was my S8. When I first got my S8, I had it unlocked by OK Google. I say OK Google, and it unlocked my phone. Now Kurt could unlock it. Kurt sounded enough like me most of the time saying OK Google, and my phone unlocked. But it should only have unlocked to my voice. So anyone who's really, really good at impressions is going to unlock your phone. So it can't be that. It needs to be your voice while the facial recognition's happening, and the facial it needs to see your face as you're giving it the voice. Can't be a guy giving an impression. Can't be a guy with a black thumb. I've seen James. I'm getting a bit deep there now, but you don't know what hackers have got. It needs to get a lot more secure for the general masses. It really, really does. Yeah, I can off switch. Yeah, the buy-in rates of Wirex is I love buying XRP on Wirex. It's in a ledger like that, mate. It's just bish bash bosh. You've bought it, bish bash bosh. You've sent it to the ledger. Boom, done. Love it, mate. Love Wirex. It's just like needs better off. We need better off ramps, basically. We really, really do need better off ramps. And now we've got, but some people. The people who want to sell at any given time need better off-ramps. That's it. That's it there. If I want to sell tomorrow, I need a better off-ramp. Endgame, we don't need better off-ramps. We need Zoom and other apps like that to let me spend anything anywhere. I don't need to swap my gold into pounds to spend the pounds if the shop and our ILP will flip it for pounds for me. I don't need to do that. The Interledger protocol and the interoperability of the apps and the platforms can do that for me. Algorithms can do that for me. So what it comes down to, we're going to wind down now. It comes down to people accepting that the next right, regardless of what Terry up the street wants on his way to the pub, I'll use cash as long as I can, mate. Care what he thinks, won't care what anyone thinks, except for the people under 20. They're the only people who matter regarding what this tech's truly going to build. The only people who matter, because they're the people who are going to bring the most attention, the most drive, and the most innovation to this space. They're the ones that want all the FIFA Ultimate Team to have real world value. They're the ones that want Instagram and all the other apps to have a little bit more, for it to be easier to make money on them, for it to be easier to monetize content. They're the ones that are going to want everything that's currently not of official real world value in their worlds to get real world value. Now, that is mainly on the gaming side at first. It's much, much easier to get it on the gaming side. You just look at Elder Scrolls. It's got loads of weapons, to swords, to staffs, to bow and arrows, to the gowns they make, through all the different things. You could sit on Elder Scrolls tonight, make up smart contracts for every item on the game. Probably, I wouldn't even bear thinking about how many items are on the game. Some of them items are going to be worth a lot more than $10, I'll tell you that for free. But let's just imagine there's 100 million items and they're all $5 each. That's 500 million added to the economy and one night of writing smart contracts. 500 million added to an industry overnight just through writing smart contracts for something that's already there. It's already there. It's just that Sue up the street doesn't value Galalaroth sword of the undead. You know what I mean? She just don't. Well, if you go and tell her that she can spend it in Tesco, then it's value. In an internet of value. I'm telling you now, guys, once the kids get a whiff of this, it's a done deal. They're going to be like, yo, don't start telling me that we can start swapping Fortnite skins on the school grounds and it's got real world value. What? Seriously, start teaching your nieces and nephews and sons and daughters that that's coming. That seriously. Yeah, you don't own your coins on Revolut. Scott Kemp, 19, 20 this year. Oh, still a pup, man. Oh, I'd give anything to be 19. Still feel 19, mate. I don't look it anymore with them crow's feet. But I still feel 19. I'm just a lot wiser. I do one. Can you guess? Try and guess what I'd do if I could go back to my 18-year-old self while he's walking to the pub for the first time ever. What do you think I'd do if I could go back and see that guy while he's on that journey? Ask yourself that for a few minutes. Michael Lecker, good to have you here. I appreciate you watching, mate. Yeah, the voice recognition's not enough. We need the face and the voice at the same time. Scott, if I could go back to my 18-year-old self who's walking to the pub, I would kick the absolute living shit out of him. Seriously, I would. And I'd make sure he never, ever, ever steps foot in a pub. Because he ruined my life, mate. The reason I'm still in this room now, put it that way. I'm not the person I used to be. I've got a criminal record as long as me arm. I'm not ashamed of it, but I'm also not proud of it. It's made me who I am today. I came through a lot of shit. I did a lot of shit. A lot of it. Most of it. Not proud of. But again, made me who I am today. And that person I am proud of. So, yeah. We have to go through a lot to get where we're supposed to be, basically. God tests the special people. Remember that. Mate, wasted years, mate. I'm just happy and glad and grateful that I still feel so young and healthy at 35. I'm 36 in June. Still at home with my mum. I was an absolute bellend, mate. I was a bellend. I didn't get arrested till I went pub. Man was a squeaky clean boy, mate. Squeaky clean. Goes to the pub. Dickhead born. Dickhead born. Sorry about swearing if you don't like it, but yeah, when I get emotional and passionate about something, the real me comes out and I can't stop it sometimes. We all feel 19. It's serious. It's just obviously nice. Right there, will you, Scott? It's to the point to turn your life around, and that's what matters, brother. Thank you, Operation XRP. Yeah, it took a few things, mate. I'm not gonna lie. Do you know what? I've got it about here anywhere. Got it somewhere. A copy of my record. Actually. No one wants to see this, I know, but I've got something that I'm actually pretty proud of, and I can't even find it now. You motherfucker. Because we get to celebrate soon. I want to show you something that, like, I've got to a good day. I've got to a good place. Anyway, right? I've been waiting, right? So, I was a bit of a penis. Assaulting a constable, 2004. Yeah. Threatening and abusive behaviour, 2004. Drink driving, 06. Carrying blades, 06. Driving motor vehicle, drink driving, 07. Breach of community order, 07. Theft. I got classified as a thief. Audible, 2011, that. I was robbing lead off the council. And I kept trying to change myself after that. To be honest, right, after 2007, I'd had enough. But I was still going to pubs and that, and the theft, I was in a dark place, and I stole some lead off the council roof. I really shouldn't have done it. I paid my time for it, did my time, didn't go to jail. I got a community order, it's a community service, I had £85 fine, 40 hours. But basically, from that point on then, from 2007, I was like, I'm adamant, I'm going to get a clean record now. I was sorting this out. I'm not this person that fucking beer's making me. Then that theft happened in a bad part of my life, and I was like, right, well, I'm doing it now. I'm going to get clean, going to get spent. So for all the Americans, we have something in the UK, the Rehabilitation of Offenders Act, and you can get spent. So after a certain amount of time, if you've not done that again, so I'm no longer a thief. In the eyes of the UK, in the eyes of the American government, they'll be like, once a thief, always a thief, get away from me. But over here, I'm not anymore. No one can call me a thief anymore. I'm rehabilitated. I've not done it since. Now, I was always like, oh, get to the clean record, get to the spent record, and then I crashed my car the other year, 2016. I've not had any cannabis that day. It was in my blood. Driving over the specified limit. Blah, 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 boom. Now, that was a couple of months before I had a clean record. But that was on the 4th of the 4th, 2016. For 4 years. Which means, in 4 days, I've actually got a clean record for the first time since 2004. Have some of that. And that, mate, is why, although I'm not proud of everything I've done in the past, I'm not ashamed of it, and I'm proud of who I am now, proud of who I've become. Yeah, Moonlander there, a felon for growing a bit of bud. That's wrong, bro. Every charge I got possession as well, because I always had a little bit of green on me. Banging, life isn't straight road, it's up and down. You've got to jump them hurdles to learn. Can't agree more, Gary. Can't agree more. Robbing lead, mate. Rising. Desperate times, man. I was desperate for money, mate. I ain't gonna lie about it. I'm done with that. Done with that side of myself. Done hiding who I used to be. I say I'm not ashamed of it anymore. It is what it is. I used to be ashamed. There'd have been a time a few years ago where I couldn't have come on here and just done what I've just done. But I'm in a better place now, so yeah, I late mile me all day, mate. No one can say anything about me because I'll just be like, well, yeah, fucking dickhead on that. It's what it is, mate. You've got to take responsibility for your shit and then clean it up. Exactly, John. A strong person's not made in the comfort zone, mate. Thank you, Scott. Appreciate that. You've got a lot of life to learn. You've got a lot of life ahead of you, mate. Try not to fuck it up. And if you fuck it up, make sure you enjoy it, mate. Jesus. Make sure you have a bit of fun, eh? Yeah, cheers out of space, boo. I'd take ownership now. I've done the precious metals market. We know all about that. We've got some copper in the back, lad, and that's not. It's off site. That it's not stolen. It's not stolen merch, mate. There ain't no stolen merch around here. Legit salvaged copper. No, but I feel confident. I just want to say thank you to the community, because I've been quite an open person for a while, but you've helped me open up more, and you've made me happier. Thank you. From the bottom of my heart, thank you. I appreciate you, and I'm grateful. I've got 75 people watching. Like, can't thank you enough. Operation XRP, I will always be as honest as humanly possible, mate. If I'm telling a lie, there's no intention to. I get in work occasionally and I'm like, yeah, do you remember that? That's that. And then I'm like, no, you just lied. You're lying for me. And I call myself out for lying. It's a bit funny. But XRP has to be your saviour, moon landing. What if it's not? What if it's not your saviour, mate? Have you got anything else to turn to? You turn to a smile in the mirror and happiness, mate. That's your saviour. Excuse me. Money just beyond bills and money stresses. Money don't buy happiness. It just removes certain worries. It's false happiness. Not being stressed because of money is not happiness. It's not true happiness. It will run out. You still have to chase something. That's why rich people get bored, because they've got no money worries. They're bored of everything they can pay for, so they make up superficial bullshit problems about their own lives. Just watch one of them Made in Chelsea or Kardashian shows, and you'll soon see that the problems don't even really exist. They just make them up for themselves because they've got nothing better to do. Seriously. It's going to be nice when we move. It's going to be nice when we have a little bit of money, and then money worries no longer exist. We get a bit of financial security. But Bob Marley said it right, mate. True happiness is riches. Riches is happiness. And true riches is happiness. It really, really is. Yeah, smash that like button. Smash that like button. Oh, very inspirational. Cheers. Not try to be inspirational. I'm just trying to be real. Try to be real, and I hope more people would start being real and just get happy, man. Get happy. World's in a shit place at the moment, but you ain't promised tomorrow, so enjoy the moments you've got. Find a drive, find a passion, and put a smile on your face, and then put a smile on someone else's face, and carry on from there. Oh, mate. Fed took your house and land. 10 years of grind. Bruh. You deserve it, mate. Something's good is coming for you. It really, I believe in karma, mate. So, yeah, you keep looking over that shoulder, because the good karma monster, for all that hard graft, he's going to be, he'll be there eventually, mate. Money don't buy happiness, but I'd rather cry in a Mercedes than laugh in a Punto. Well, that depends, that. There's a Gary V video. Does anyone watch Gary V? Let me do this before I go. There's going to be so many happiness videos of Gary V now.
So I have a team based all over the world. Everybody works from a home office.
Monday.com makes it really easy for them to...
This
is
the greatest time to be alive.
What are you doing? What are you doing? Nah, we're not having that. Let me try and get this video. Oh, knock. Tom. Much appreciated. Thank you, everyone, for the donations.
I don't want to go skiing, dickface. I do not want to go skiing. I do not want to go to a beer garden.
This is a simple game of are you happy for you?
It is not fun for me to go look at a museum. I am not interested in watching Netflix. I am not interested. Get the fuck out of the machine for a second and think about what you're doing here. You're gonna die.
I just want you to be self-aware and happy.
Because happiness drives everything.
Not how many headlines, not how many followers, not how much money, not how many accolades. Happiness.
He's got so many videos out on happiness. He's got such a good perspective on it, guys. He really has. If you don't consume Gary Vee, I highly suggest you start.
I feel a greater responsibility. And so I've become very passionate about creating more context. I think I'm at my best when I have time to talk like this, and I'm not when I'm too excited on stage or in a 1-second clip. I'm becoming more thoughtful because I'm surprised at the sheer level of quick judgments that our society has become comfortable with. A lot of people out there that really pretty much live their lives based on other people's opinions. Like, happiness and fulfillment has to become a much bigger part of the conversation than financial upside. I'm always very hurt when people think that I'm pushing hustle and too much work and make it for the money. You know, my behavior doesn't map to that. I would have been a venture capitalist then. Like, I'm talking about actually liking what you do. There are plenty of interviews in 2010 where my point of view on Crush It was make $86,000 a year and talk about strawberries. I've been talking about happiness the whole time. I have evolved and have been forced, because I feel like I've been dragged into being a poster child of something that I don't believe in creating clarity. I'm very fascinated by the conversation of work ethic, hustle, overworking. I'm fascinated by people's ability to not take on accountability. I never feel like my points of view and my thoughts and my hot takes and my passions and my story are right. I've never believed that in my life. I don't think they're right. I think I enjoy sharing them because I enjoy sharing them. I'm a communicator, but everybody shares them. I watch these conversations, I'm fascinated by them. I respect other people's points of view. I just want to make sure that they don't think they're right either. A lot of people that push against hard work, hustle, are people who've already hustled and didn't find fulfillment from it, but maybe somebody else did. Don't overjudge yourself in every chapter. If you're like working 15 hours a day for a year because you're starting your videography business, that's probably okay. It does take work to start something. If you've achieved some level of success 3 years in.
That guy is the reason I'm sat in front of you now. Gary Vee. Now, I started a YouTube channel. Let me see if I can find this first, because this will make you laugh. When I first went into this, I'm going to get them both up now, but pulling a Nissan Navara, and I'll be like the third to go to the videos. It's not even on there anymore. It used to be on there, the bastard. I had a PT channel there. This is from years ago. Go on, Scott! Go on, Scott! 2010. It's before it all fell apart in 2011. In 2011. Go on, lad! Go on, lad! Get it going, man! Get it going, Scott!
Work, Scotty boy. Scott, get it going, lad! Get it going, Brat! Come on!
Get it going, Brat! So that was me on on my PT course learning to be a PT. Went on here 2010. If only I'd have known then what I know now about where this was all going. Oh, don't even talk to me about that. Instead of robbing lead, should have been on the field training myself and whacking it on YouTube. By now I'd be one of the top guys. But I was struggling to get into it, and I don't know if anyone knows Greg Plitt. He got killed, and I lost it with Greg Plitt. Got killed, but
You need a logo.
when I found Gary V again, Gary V was the one.
You know what I think is a better advantage than fucking being born into something? Being born into nothing. I'm on the record. Remember I said it. Can't wait to watch it in 20 years. The internet the way it is today, I'd rather have 0 than 100 million. Talk to trust fund babies. I do. They DM me. Do you know what it's like to talk to a human being that looks at you at 22 years old and says, no matter what I do for the next 80 years, it will never be my own accomplishment. Do you know what kind of level of depression that leads to? A lot. And by the way, nor do I expect anybody that grew up the way I did in a studio apartment in Queens to have sadness for Richard Thompson III. They will say what I always hear, which is, cool, I'll cry in my Ferrari. That's because you don't know what crying is, dick. Because smiling in your fucking Toyota is way better than crying in your Ferrari. But you can stay confused. And when you get there, why don't you call good old Gary and tell me how it actually feels, being sad and depressed and not happy. People are fucking confused. If you think a fucking Ferrari is gonna make you happy, you're just not smart about it.
Seriously, like, people think cars are gonna make them happy. People think cars will make them happy. It's not about cars. Now you might enjoy the car and you might have fun for a few days, weeks, months, but it's not going to make you happy. It's not going to fix your marriage. It's not going to bring anyone dead back. It's not going to repair your lungs that you've wrecked for the last 30 years of smoking. It's not going to make you happy. It's not going to give you big pecs. You know, I'll go gym for that. You know what I mean? The car, you'd rather be crying your Mercedes. The minute I saw that comment, I wanted one of these videos up. Like, it is a joke that we all like to say. I've said it myself at times, but seriously, if you watch a bit of this guy, let him flip your perspective. And although that joke will still be funny, I feel you'll probably stop saying it as much. Jim Rohn, Bob Proctor, Grant Carlos, Tony Robbins. Tony Robbins is another one. So Gary V and Tony Robbins are two of my top speakers, hands down. Hands down. Without a shadow of a doubt, Tony Robbins is a G. But Gary V is when I started this, it was just love. We started Love For Limited. We wanted to build a brand, and we wanted to build something that made our lives more comfortable, so we could build something else after that. I'm a creator. I like to create. I've spent 2 days making a wizard staff. You know what I mean? I like to build stuff. I like to create. So we came on creating a crypto channel in the end to educate people and to spread awareness. Whereas now with Gary V's influence, the reason we've got Love For Media as well is to start doing more of what this guy does, his job, push people to the dreams, push people to the passions, and I won't stop doing it. I'm not going to stop doing it. I will carry on regardless of what happens with Love For Crypto, regardless of what happens with the crypto space. This is something I'm very passionate about, and everyone needs to do what they can to get happy, figure it out. I'm going to help people who want to do it to start YouTube channels, to start cinnamon channels, to start building brand awareness, to make money off hobbies and passions. You don't have to get rich off it. You just need to get to a point where you can comfortably pay the bills and support and sustain a life that makes you happy. Stop looking at other people for what happiness is as well, and truly have a think. If I gave you £1 million right now, who would you be and what would you be doing? I'm not talking about your 6 months cruise around the world. I'm not talking about holidays. I'm not talking about the initial stuff you'd want to do to get off your chest. I'm talking about when the brass balls come to it, and 12, 18 months later when you sat there, you still got whatever money left. What are you going to do? Who are you going to be? Are you going to have wasted it? Are you going to be building something else? Are you going to be turning the 1 million to 10 mil? What are you going to do with it? No point in sitting there waiting for it to come and not knowing what you'd actually do with it, guys. Come on. We need to wake up on in that respect. We need to have a plan of attack of how we're going to attack the gains that we hope we're going to get and execute in the right exit strategies. Tony Robbins did help change my life. I was diagnosed as depressed and anxious in 2015. And then 2 years later, before I found this man, I'd self-medicated it down to stressed and anxious. Probably just anxious now. I live in a world of paedophiles. Do you blame me? Nice, Aaron. Start a company. That's the kind of stuff we want to hear. Give us a shout in the DMs, Aaron, if you want an brand building and you've got an idea for a company that you feel, Lord, if I had 10 or 20 grand, I could start that. Excuse me. I could start that company now. Then start making some content about wanting to start that company. It's like the fat guy making content about wanting to be ripped, and 3 years later he's ripped. Everyone's like, shit, fucking did it. He's a G. What a hero. Some ripped up guy walks out the bush looking like the Rock, like that. Ray. He's a knobhead. He's a knobhead. I mean, look at that dick flexing his muscles. Fat guy turns his life around over 3 years. Man's a hero. People look at Gary Vee like dickhead. You know, fucking wine library and all that. You know, handed to him. They just lost perspective. If they saw Gary Vee's first 20 years of his life, they'd be like, oh, hero. Hero. Almost everyone who's made something for themselves is an absolute hero. And the gym analogy is a good way of putting it. Start your channel, tell people what you want to do, tell people what you're going to do. 3-5 years down the line when you're actually doing it, they're going to be like, yo, this guy does what he says he's going to do. What's he up to now? He's actually did it, made it. Self-medicated Scott. Know this, mate. I'm meditation and that. I've seen all the chakra stuff all over the gaff. I've grew my hair to get away from egotistical attachments of wanting my hair to look nice. I don't give a shit now. I used to... Mate. Right, let's have it right. Come on. My channel. We're going to go back. If it lets me. I can even go that far back. You can see my hair grow now. On there. Oh, look at the tan there. Give me that back. Give me that tan back there. Almost looking female. Oh, come on. What are you doing to me? Got too many videos on now. But I'll show you where the ego is. Scott's ego. We'll go back to when I had a proper check there. Big thumbs up. To when Scott had an ego and Scott used to care about what he looked like. There we go. There's a bad video. We're getting close. Look at that. What? All right, Scotty Dandy, man. Can't believe I only got 730 views. Not that many people must have noticed it. Look at the hair there. Short, mate. 1 year ago. 1 year? What? That's longer than a year ago, that, mate. Having a bubble bath. Actually took them off. But basically... Oh, no. We took one off.
With YouTube Kids, you
Took
manage
one
your
off.
family's experience.
Oh, there's the old intro. Let me watch that. Bitch. Bitch. Fucking bitch. Yes, mate. Like with the news. What a gimp. No, that was not a bad intro. It's not financial advice. It's just advice about finance. So you want to open back? Oh, this is about a Binance. I'm not even on camera. Get off that. Anyway, the reason I've got... What's going on here? The reason I've got the headband on.
Hardware.
The reason I've got the headband on there is because I'm egotistically debating how long to grow my hair, what to do with my hair. I grew it to a few inches. It looked a mess. I didn't know how to have it. It was proper awkward, so I covered it up with half a sleeve of t-shirt. So that's like a sleeve cut off an old t-shirt and just put over my head. to hide my hair because I was still had a bit of ego back then. Do you know what I mean? That's a work hoodie, that now. That's the hoodie you see me in the morning, go to work, seriously. Right, there's the 300 cryptos video we made and that. But yeah, I was egotistical back then, and I've changed a lot. The way I've just I can't believe, like, you can see my hair actually growing on here now. I never thought of it like that. That is the journey of my hair growing. Crazy. The interview with Inda. Good day down there, that. Look, Interledger a year ago. Chris Larson. An hour. Oh! This is the presentation.
Invest as little as £1 in the world's leading companies.
This stuff
free.
needs resharing, you know.
Trading 212.
What the hell?
Hello and welcome to the Complete Python 3 Bootcamp. This fully updated
Go away,
course is the most popular
to that. But you may have seen this. He talks about, hey, software is going to eat the world, and you know, it's talked about like, gee, that must be a good thing. We're going to, you know, globalized system.
University of Berkeley. It is Chris Larson going through the Interledger document
HSBC's core ledger
in a way you will rarely see him going through with anyone else, and
Mt. Gox collapse.
30 minutes of Q&A.
Fix it. You know, right now I'd say banks are well positioned, but the big 8 are going to eat their lunch.
Oh shit, I put them all on. See, I forgot about this. Get watching this video. This is the Berkeley one.
On Google, Facebook.
And then
over 100 announced
building the Internet of Value blockchain and beyond, Chris Larson.
The world. And that continues to grow. So we had a record Q2.
And then...
So really, I think you're leading into a world where there'll be complete interoperability between all the money systems, ledgers, networks of the world.
Hey, it's nearly a year old, this video. People, we need to reshare that.
You know, wealthy
February
people,
2017.
Countries. I mean, we can't even really send $50 to Europe without it being all chewed up.
And then 2018.
That's clearly a problem.
And then a conversation
much bigger problem
is
the 2 billion people living.
Need to add a few of them to the to a playlist, I think. Chris Larson, Interledger videos. How to use Wirex. Oh, it was Ledger he wanted, wasn't it? There'll be an how to use Ledger one in there somewhere, though. An open protocol. Ryan's a gone. Oh, this is...
How this technology came about, the state of its development, and how we see it maturing over the next few years. The second subject we'll be covering.
Ryan's a gone, going through the documents.
Cases.
Early
making sure that our
documents.
Digital platform-based that's provided is that messaging.
ISO, talking about the messaging systems, the bidirectional messaging and tracking, talking about the current system to the new system. I can't believe the views of this are so flaming low. It's unbelievable, and I ain't saying this to go and get views on videos and to boost the views, but seriously, there's some videos here a year and beyond. It's like, why they've not got more views, mate? IMF, money and payments in the digital age, ILP. I can tell they're about something big when they're 54 minutes. I don't do 54-minute videos.
Perspective just against regulation, and by the way,
to flow better.
These are the videos where they're all sat there basically talking about Interledger, but they won't say Interledger. They're talking about ILP, but they won't say ILP. Right. Saying this to Chris the other week, where we need to sit back, sit through all our old stuff and pull some of the bestie bits. This is where the robots were that was already working off not just sending XRP payments, but it was already working coffee
Industry
shops.
4.0 Expo and Summit in Manchester. It's absolutely unbelievable, some of the stuff. I mean, let me just flip the camera here again.
Mainly to go to the robots about competition. I've had a good look around. It's really
Yes, 179. Can you remember the hairband, mate? Like, seriously, I was embarrassed. I was still a little bit embarrassed about my looks and that, mate. Still had a bit of ego there, I did. So that's pretty much stripped now, mate. I don't really care. Like, DMT pulls that away if you let it. Basically, a robot's like this. Gonna run the cafe of the future. They had skim, I think. I had a few drinks last night. I think first 2 laps. How you doing, mate? Okay. Is this what will be serving us coffee in a few years and preparing our sandwiches? They're already doing it last year. ABB Road. Well, it's here, innit? Keep saying to everyone it's so under the radar. It's untrue.
Restaurants in America, robots flipping burgers.
Unbelievable. Robots flipping burgers in America, he just said them. But that's been, I'm like, is this what's going to be making me bruise in a few years? It's like, already is in places, mate. Already is in places. Oh, I forgot about some of this old content. Some of them old videos were quality ones. XRP payments app. W3C 10 months ago, man. RippleNet overview, X current, X rapid, X V explained.
Hey YouTube, welcome back to Love for Crypto.
Mr. B.
So I've been speaking.
Mr. B. Yeah, look at the tan there. Get me back to summer. Get me in the middle of summer. I want my tan back. Catch a nice tan, mate. Right, on that note, let me check the comments. We're going to wind down and go, because I said I was winding down for 30 minutes ago. No, just before the bull run, Scott. First, the XRP was about 17 cents when we first saw it. Oh, it was low. Took us about a week to figure out how to buy it. Oh, an SPO, I like that. I build dreams, don't live in them. Oh, mate. Love that. You know, when I comment morning on your early morning vids, I'm on the grind to work too. Nice, John Edwards. Well, clearly, with my past cannabis convictions, I don't think I'll ever get a license to dispense medical cannabis, but that's something I am extremely interested in and would love to get into with someone, partner, collaboration, what, mate. But yeah, that needs looking at. Even if just for balms, oils, creams, all the rest of it, not getting baked on a big doob. Not that doobs aren't alright, but it's not the best way. It's not the way we should be taking it. Dash. Do you know what? I started looking at it and then I kind of give up. You kind of do that though. Occasionally I'm looking at someone and I'm just thinking, do you know what? I can't well keep looking at it because if it doesn't show me anything, like if I'm all about internet of value at the moment, and if anything just doesn't even look like it's even remotely going to fit in the internet of value, I'm like, well, it can wait till later, until I know more, until there's clearly more there about it. Around Manchester, asking if people know if XRP was a good one. Yeah, live around town, Dave. I remember doing that. I'm going to do that again soon, I think. I am definitely going to do that again soon. That explains how to nearly all transfers on his YouTube. Crypto Dad. Yeah. DLT-Con Manchester. Gonna make it an epic one this year. It was epic last year, don't get me wrong. That is still one of the greatest achievements of my life, guys. I'm not even joking. That was the first day. I became a keynote speaker that day. The first time ever in my life I gave a keynote speech at a conference. Biggest one of the legitimate, the biggest achievement. I ain't gonna sugarcoat shit here. It is the biggest achievement in my life. The one of the proudest days in my life. I've never done anything bigger than that. Spoke in front of 130 odd people. I've never done anything bigger than that. That was the pinnacle. That for little old Scotty P. But it ain't the end, mate. We're going bigger this year. And again, John, with your medicinal cannabis and all that, like, come to DLTCon, mingle with us, network. Let's do it, because that's the kind of place where we're going to be growing our business ideas in the future, especially when we get a little bit of capital gains. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, stay in, stay out the sun. I'll still do videos in the summer house, lad, or the shed. Where's Scott? I'll still do him in the shed, mate. Nah, I am departing, guys. It has been an absolute pleasure. Thank you for watching. So, we're mentally prepared to have a media shutdown. It's a relative threat among everything else that's going on. It's interesting that what would have happened if they didn't cancel LA. Right, before I go, let's have a DMT awakening right here, right now. I don't advise anyone to take it before doing extensive research, looking into ego death, and making sure you are ready for a spiritual awakening, because you will reject it if not, and say it's nothing but an hallucination, or you'll lie to yourself saying you went as far as saying you went so far when you didn't really get that far. A lot of people, I see a lot of people on that say they've taken DMT and it has not affected them the same way it has me, mate. It just hasn't. It's full on shook me to my core, mate. In a way most people won't believe, so can't really have that conversation with them, but people who are willing to open their mind. I tell you what, no live on here tomorrow, because I had something to do, but if I can get it done rapid, I'll go live tomorrow on Love for Media, and we'll have a chat about Dimitri, dimethyltryptamine, psilocybin, spirituality, the soul. We'll talk about my experiences, we'll get some other experiences up and that. And I'll start the research with you, because yeah, it needs to be looked at properly, mate, and you need to be ready for it. Otherwise, you will reject it, and your ego will just get bigger. You'll just end up a big, massive knobhead who says he believes in God, which is what you'll find if you go to Facebook and type DMT group. Do you know what I mean? But yeah, it feels like dying, basically, for a couple of seconds. And the minute you kind of accept it, because you know you have to do the ego death research. When you know. If you go in blind, I've seen people put their hands up and put their feet up. Now, I lost control of my body. I couldn't have put my hands up and that I wasn't at that stage. I went straight through the waiting room pretty much both times. But I've seen people, when they feel the entity's presence, they put their hands up and put their legs up, because they're stripping their ego away, the illusion of who they believe they are. It gets ripped right off you, mate. Imagine, have you seen Immortals, where Zeus comes down in front of Theseus, and he's like, yo. Imagine that. But not Zeus, like an angel, like Gabriel or Michael or someone, or two of them, a few of them, just boom, come down, and you're like, ah, ah. More terrified than you've ever been in your life, mate, and you can feel this burning aura, but then all of a sudden you're like, hang on a minute, that's not burning, it's love. And this person feels like my fucking dad. What the hell? And you just feel the connection and all the love, so it's like, ah, for a few seconds. And then you're like, yo, what's going on here? And your physical persona in your ego starts to become stripped away. If you can't open up and let it go, you won't get further than what they call the waiting room. It's not a room where you can see the walls, mate. Don't be expecting no rooms. Ain't no rooms. Just call it a waiting room. It's a space between spaces. It's the only way I can really explain it. So I'll call it a room. Say the waiting room. The space between spaces. Limbo. Dark matter. Like being inside dark matter or something, mate. Now we're going deep talk, which should be on the other channel. Crypto. Always a pleasure, never a chore. Oh, we love this. We love it. Oh, John, we're going into business, mate. We just need someone to get the license. Once we get someone who can get once it's legalized, and then we can get someone who can get an actual cannabis license, we'll get a lab on the go, and we'll have an app for people to order the stuff, and it'll all be on blockchain and ILP, and we'll smash it, mate. You know this. Selling bombs on smart contracts, mate. Hey, yeah, exactly. Rising Green, that shouldn't be on this channel. No DMT on this channel, but yeah, on the other channel, 100%. That's coming tomorrow. Tomorrow after work, I'm going live on Love for Media. Look out for it. I will not be live on Love for Crypto tomorrow. I might start alternating the days. I'll do crypto 3 times a week. Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Love for Media. What's days? Tuesday, Thursday. And then see about the weekends, because I want to start having weekends off, building my staffs and getting happy and stuff. Not that this don't make me happy, but there's other things that make me happy as well. Praying mantis bug, like it was. For me, it looked like a dragon. Looked like a dragon rising green. It was like a big red and green dragon. I had to choose one to go with. Went with the red one. But I've been watching a lot of Avatar: The Last Airbender at the time, so I think that influenced my visuals. I don't know. Thanks for watching, guys. I'm gonna go. Again, can't thank you enough for watching. It means the world to me. People take a little bit of value and enjoy the videos. So thank you for watching. Yeah, Love for Media tomorrow. Back on here. No, I'm acting like it's Monday. Love for Media tomorrow. And then we'll go Love for Crypto from next week. We'll alternate the days. LFC Monday, Love for Media Tuesday, and so on, alternating from there. Wishing health and happiness to you and yours, guys. Stay safe, get happy, invest in yourself, invest in the internet of value, live long and hodl it. You know the script. We love crypto, we love XRP, and we love you. Mate, I think cannabis is the most natural medicine on the planet, and it'll only be a matter of time till the rest of the world realises it soon. Take care, John. I love you, mate. And everyone else, love you. Till next time, peace.